Hi, this is Arjun Jayaraman. Welcome to my Multibagger stock series number 5. Today I will be covering two more new stocks. Before we move further, a quick disclaimer. I am not a SEBI registered advisor nor a financial consultant, so please check with your financial advisor before making investment decisions. A quick recap from my last video. I had suggested that Nifty may face resistance around 13,140 levels. It did find a little resistance around the daily weekly charts, but on the monthly charts it had a fantastic breakout. Now this brings us to the right side of the graph where we see a huge channel breakout. The channel height is about 4,550 points. This would mean that the Nifty can rally until 17,700 levels on the upper side. So you would see the India VIX falling, a lot of put options getting written. Any kind of a downside, we'll see a very huge short covering and a sharp pullback as well. So this has been the trend. Now you may wonder why this happens. So that will bring us to the next slide, which talks about Infosys. Now Infosys had a similar breakout in its 20-year-old chart, and I had covered it in my last video. Those who haven't watched it can go back and look at my previous video. Now Infosys had a breakout at about 830 rupees, and then we were expecting a very clear 400 to 500 rupees kind of a target on the upper side, a minimum target of at least 300 points, which was a significant rally. But the stock has continued to rally, and you would see many a times the stock would give a very sharp reversal pattern, but then it would continue to take that stop loss and then it would continue to keep going up. That's the power of the very long-term channel breakouts, because the stocks generally do not reverse at least for 23% to 32% to 50% of the time. So when we look at a 20-year chart breakout, we are looking at a minimum of at least 4 to 5 years of upside in such stocks. So currently Infosys is already doubled from that particular breakout point. Now, GAIL, as we could see, it was a very clear breakdown at that point in time. Now, the stock had reversed from the breakdown point, and once it re-entered the channel, it still continues to find resistance around its 2014 highs. And as we see in 2017, while it did give you a very sharp reversal pattern here with a inverted hammer kind of a pattern, but it did take it out in the very next quarter. So even if it does that once again, you should not be surprised here in this coming quarter or the next quarter. In the event of it continuing to correct a little bit for this rally, 112 will act as a very strong support where all the investors would come in, and most of the mutual funds would also come in to support and defend the stock and buy it because of its share fundamental values. So long-term investors will keep accumulating as much as 112 with a stop below 87 for a price target of 224, which is more than 100% in the next 2 to 3 years for the stock. ITC, while a lot of people on the internet were giving a buy recommendation around 230 levels, technically in my previous video, I suggested that it can find support around 156 levels. The stock found support at 163, and then it's just been trading sideways while the index has scaled up to new highs, and it will continue to grow to 17,700 levels on the Nifty. ITC has not moved much at all. So for cash traders, the entire capital, if they did not invest in the stock, they would have put it elsewhere or even bought Nifty Bs, and they would have made a 20-30% return on the upside. So now what's new in this particular video? So we are going to be talking about Tech Mahindra and Colgate. Both are debt-free companies, both are large cap stocks, and both are dividend paying companies. Both are having fantastic fundamentals. So please consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Now, Tech Mahindra, similar to Infosys, you see a huge breakout happening here in the last quarter. The stock did try to retest it in the current quarter, but then it found a very good support exactly on the trend line, and it is continuing to break out above its new high. So it's a fantastic buy opportunity because it has broken out of a 15-year high. So one can expect a minimum 400 rupees and the stock can rally as high as 1.618 or much higher than that as well. It can even double, but a minimum target we would look at is at least around 1600 levels is what we would look at for this kind of a breakout. Colgate is again a all-time favorite stock for most of the people who invest in consumer products. Fundamentally, what happens if we have to look at it along with technicals, most of these debt-free companies have fantastic business model, and so they will keep reinvesting their profits. They will pay a little bit for dividend, and then they'll keep reinvesting in research, and then market their products really well. So every 2 to 3 years, you would see their business grow higher and higher because a lot of these debt-ridden companies will be struggling to repay for their EMIs and their minimum interest amounts. But whereas the cash-free companies usually outperform, and we can see channel breakout 1, 2, 3, 4, and now it is on the fifth time it's trying to break out above a channel. So each channel has taken about 2 to 2.5 years that we can see. So in all fairness, for the next 2 to 2.5 years, you might see a very new level of channel here from here on. And each channel we see is roughly about 1,400 rupees. So you can expect another 1,000 to 1,400 rupees kind of a new channel happening from here on. So this is a fantastic opportunity for long-term investors who missed investing in the stock all this while to actually consider the stock more on these technical grounds. I will be coming out with another video where technical analysis can fail, where all your MACD, RSI, stochastic oscillators, super trends, and all these stocks can fail because of the sheer power of these 10, 20-year breakouts, which you will not see happen that well in the daily, weekly, monthly charts. And then these indicators will give a sell signal, and a lot of analysts will ask to sell, but the stock will continue to keep breaking their highs and then keep trending higher and higher. So thank you so much for watching my video. In case you haven't subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell button so that you'll get notified for more such videos. Thank you so much. Have a nice time investing. Bye bye.